If you imagine what people will say about you at the end of your life, will they say that you built an air force? Will they say that you built a nuclear weapons program? Will they say that you freed over 100 hostages at Entebbe? Will they say that you tried to bring peace and security for your people? In 68 years, these things can be said only about a few people, and we lost one of them this week. Who was Shimon Peres? The great sage Hillel would say, whoever loves peace and chases peace is a student of Aharon the Kohen. Aharon was Moshe's brother, and he was always number 2 to Moshe. Yet when he passed away, the people mourned him more than Moshe. Why do they mourn for Aharon more? Because they loved him more than Moshe. Why? Because he talked to the average man. He made peace between 2 fighting Jews and talked to the sinners until they once again felt part of the people. Like Aharon the Kohen, Shimon Peres was loved. The international community adored him. So much of making peace with one's enemies requires taking risks for peace. How can you trust an enemy to truly keep the peace? The world saw Shimon Peres as a man who was willing to take risks for peace. He was the voice of peace in Israel. This country is a country of extremes. Voices on the right call for tough security, strong defense, and even war. Voices on the left call for peace at almost any cost. Shimon Peres was the voice calling for peace and security. He kept the country in the middle. His was the clear and rational voice, and it will be sorely missed. Shimon Peres was also a soldier who fought for Israel. He led the army as the Minister of Defense. He was the Prime Minister. He was Israel's 9th president. He went to America in the 1940s and purchased jets to build Israel's first air force. He did it secretly, avoiding the FBI's law against shipping fighter planes to Israel by breaking them into parts and shipping them to Israel in their pieces, where they were rebuilt and turned into an air force that fought off our enemies. In the 1960s, he built Israel's worst-kept secret, its nuclear weapons program. Our nuclear program has kept our enemies from trying their own weapons of mass destruction against us. Peres was also the Minister of Defense during the Entebbe raid, believing the IDF could do the impossible, and then watching as they did. I don't believe Shimon Peres was a man of peace. I believe he was a man of security, a man who dedicated his entire life to the safety and security of Israel. He thought that peace would bring the greatest security to Israel, and after taking off the uniform of the soldier, he put on the uniform of the diplomat. In a suit and a tie, he fought to ensure peace would bring safety and security to Israel. Shimon was the last of Israel's founding fathers to pass on. Today, he passes that mantle on to us. We are the next generation to lead the Jewish people. If ever a feeling would make you feel more alone, know that today Israel looks to us, and she can no longer rely on Shimon looking out for her. Shalom.